Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm G&G and this is episode 82 of the University Challenge, and today we are taking on Derry City away from home, needing only a point to seal the title in their ground. So if we can manage that, we will be lifting the trophy in front of their fans, which would be a real statement of us taking over at the top of the Electricity League, and would be great to do. If we don't manage to win the title in that game, we should do it in the next game against Dundalk, which we'll also do in this episode. If we do win the title against Derry, it'll just be the backups playing against Dundalk, and it'll be a chance for them to shine in front of us. And it'll be probably the last league game we will do this season in an episode, so just a chance to wrap up that. Hopefully we'll already be champions by the second game. So no games played since the last episode. Let's get to the lineup for this game against Derry. So here we are with the team for this game away against Derry. Thankfully some players are returning from injury. Farizai and Barres both back and in the midfield. No sign of Malonga or Casey McAteer to get back this quick. So Conor McGlennon will continue on the left with Dennis Nolan on the right. So the team in full is Pickernell in goals, the usual back four of Nielsen, Lamb, Jones and Andy Appin. Midfield of Sloggett, Barres and Farizai. McGlennon on the left, Nolan on the right and Rhys Evans up front. So are we going to seal the title away to Derry? Let's find out. Let's get a kick-off. On the way here at the Brandywell for this game, and hopefully this is the day we seal the title. We just need a point here at Derry to become champions for the second year in a row and the third time in our history, and it would be huge to do it here away to Derry, our big rivals, the team we've been battling for the title the last 4 years, and even though they've fallen away slightly this season, they're still the team to beat. Coming up to 7 minutes gone here, it's still 0-0. Free kick for us here, Barres to take. 16 minutes gone of this game, it's still 0-0. Not a lot has happened. Here's Barres going for goal, hits the post. Oh, that's unlucky. Great free kick from Barres. We've seen that one he scored against Cork in the Cup. He nearly repeated the trick there, but with 17 minutes gone, it's still 0-0. Throw in for Derry here on the 20-minute mark, and they pick out Patching. And back to Murphy to Shaughnessy. Derry will cross in and Lamb heads it clear, and Andy Appin finishes the job there. Here's McGlennon. He has a bit of space into Barres, gets turned, picks out Sloggett, who's dropped back there to take the ball. And now we go back to Pickernell and we go the other side of the pitch with Lamb to Nielsen. We try and build an attack here. Here's Dennis Nolan into Farizai, turns, picks out Sloggett, back to Farizai, back to Lamb. This is good passing around from us. And we pick out Andy Appin on the left in a bit of space. He goes back to Jones. Patient build up from us as we try to draw Derry out of position. Sloggett into Farizai, gets a bit of space but has to go back to Lamb then. Nielsen, can he play a ball forward that breaks the Derry defence down? Here's Nolan getting to the byline, cuts back to Nielsen. Can he get a cross in? He does to Barres, it takes the shot and in it goes. A great goal from Gabriel Barres from the edge of the box. And that is the lead for us here just after the 20-minute mark. Really patient build-up play from us, passing the ball around nicely. Played the ball down the line to Dennis Nolan. He cut back to Casper Nielsen, who played a lovely cross to the edge of the box. And Barres slotting it home. A lovely finish there past the Derry goalkeeper Brian Maher. And that puts us 1-0 up and very close to becoming champions again. Corner kick for us here. Barres to take it. Plenty of options in the box. Lamb and Jones are there. He goes to far post to Jones. Oh, he has it just wide. Good chance for the centre back to put us 2-0 up, but he got up in the air, free header, but knocked it wide. And with 29 minutes gone here, we're still 1-0 up. Free kick for Derry here just at the end of this first half, and they play a clever free kick short, but we read it and Nielsen brings the ball forward. Got plenty of men going forward, and we play to Dennis Nolan. Can we quickly counter on Derry? Nolan turns it back to Nielsen. He's got a bit of space. Can he get across? He picks out Farizai. Farizai to McGlennon. He gets up and he heads it off the crossbar. And then he heads in the rebound. Conor McGlennon heading us in to a 2-0 lead just on half time. A brilliant counter attack from us. Derry tried to play a clever free kick on the edge of the box. We read it with Nielsen. We got forward. And then Farizai will cross to the far post. McGlennon headed against the bar originally, but then he got up for the rebound. And he puts us 2-0 up right on half-time. There indeed is the half-time whistle, and we are 2-0 up. Goals from Barres and McGlennon, and it looks like we are going to be winning the title here on our main rivals ground, unless we have a spectacular collapse in the second half. And even then, a draw is enough to win the title. We're so close now, we just have to finish the job in the second half. Second half on the way here, 2-0 up from that first half. Really good first half for us. We were 50-50 with possession against Derry, but we had a lot of shots in that first half. Next G up 1.87. We probably should have been ahead by 2 goals earlier in that first half, but we got it there towards the end with Conor McGlennon. And as 5 minutes off this second half pass, we stay 2-0 up. First highlight here as Derry take a goal kick and try and build up from the back. Expect a response from them in this second half. They won't like being beaten here at home and us winning the title on their ground. So here they come, patching through. Has he got options? We get men back, pushing back a bit. Here's, fired just wide on the edge of the box. Derry creating an early chance in this second half, but it stays 2-0 to us. Free kick for us on the edge of the box here. To be Barres to take it as we come up to the hour mark. Can he get closer than he did in the first half? He can't, because he hits the post again from a free kick. Unlucky from Barres. He's hit 2 excellent free kicks in this game and he's hit the post each time. And as we just go over the hour mark, it stays 2-0 to us. Throw in here for Derry, right on the edge of our box, but McGlennon picks it out. Brilliant interception there, and we can counter again here. Sloggett plays it quickly forward to McGlennon. He's got options. He plays Rhys Evans through. Evans slots it home. His first goal since returning from injury, and that is the goal that will definitely seal the title on this night. Rhys Evans scoring from a quick counter attack. It was Conor McGlennon who intercepted the throw in originally. Then it was played forward to Conor McGlennon, who then picks out Rhys Evans, and that is an excellent finish past the Derry keeper. And we go 3-0 up here, and we are just 28 minutes away from lifting the trophy. We do have a kick-off highlight though, right away, and our Derry going to pull one back from this kick-off. Trying to build up slowly, have to go all the way back to Brian Maher in goals, and he goes to a centre back. And he brings it forward as Derry try and respond and at least keep some life in this game for them. Here they are, Michael Duffy. Good played from Derry, they get a bit of space. Sloggett intercepts originally, but then they get the ball back. Here's Jack Byrne on the edge of the box. It's fired at the keeper, he saves it and it's cleared, but Derry still on the attack. And they go all the way back to their centre back. We push them back, but we can't win the ball back, and Derry still on this attack. A very long highlight from the kick-off, and Derry are bringing it forward again, and there's the end of the highlight, thankfully, and things stay 3-0 to us. Barres with a free kick here into towards Jones, who heads it against the crossbar, and it goes over. Chance created for us there, but 65 minutes gone, it's still 3-0 to us. Free kick for Derry here on the edge of the box. Jack Byrne heads it or crosses it towards the far post where the header is not great, and Derry still retain possession. Nico Jones beaten easily there. Cross. It looked like Derry were going to have a tap in there. It was an offside anyway though, so it wouldn't have counted, but they managed to make a complete mess of that, and thankfully things looking good still. We stay 3-0 up with 11 minutes remaining. 2 minutes to go off the 90 here, and we are 3-0 up still and about to lift the trophy here in Derry's ground. It's been a great performance. It'll be the second time we've hammered Derry this season, which is great. It's a team who seem to have the upper hand in us, but this season we have shown an increase in quality. And here is Tommy Lonergan looking to seal the deal. He slots it home. There's 4. We go 4-0 up here against Derry. Tommy Lonergan scoring one of his trademark goals, where he makes the run off the defence, thankfully staying onside. Daniel Steedman, who's come off the bench, playing the ball over the top. Lonergan through 1-on-1, took it around the keeper and slots it home. And with just a minute of normal time left, we are cruising towards a win, and just going to make a substitution here, maybe to rub it in a bit. We're going to bring in Kanate into goals instead of Pickernell. Kanate is our club captain, and I want him to lift the trophy. He is leaving at the end of the season, so it'd be a nice touch for him to lift the trophy after all he done for this club when he came in. He was a real game-changing goalkeeper. I hope he gets the time to come in now. Pickernell kicking this long towards Dennis Nolan. Heads it down to Lonergan, who picks out Trevitt, who slots it wide. Slots it wide. And that is that highlight over. And Kanate does come on to go in goals, which is good to see. As time winds down here against Derry, we're going to seal the title with an emphatic win against them. And I think the balance of power has shifted towards us in this rivalry. There is the final whistle. We've won the title. I don't know why Kanate is there on the stand with his back to everyone, but it's actually, I don't know, Nico Jones is going to lift it, but Kanate is standing with his back to everyone. Bit of a strange glitch there. But anyway, the trophy is handed to Nico Jones, so that substitution didn't work out, but we're not going to worry about that. Nico Jones with the trophy in his hands, and he will lift it skyward, and UCD are Airtricity League champions for the second year in a row. So the title has been retained for the first time. We've won it back-to-back years, history created again at this club, and with that we have 6 league games remaining, and probably the target's time for our to go unbeaten for the season. We're still unbeaten, and to break the record points total, which at the moment is 87 points. We're on 78 at the moment, but even with that in mind, we are making some changes for this game against Dundalk and giving some players some game time and hopefully some development. So the team in full is David Kiley in goals. This is actually his first league start. He's played in the Cup, and he of course played in that Europa League game last season, or Conference League game last season, when Pickernell was away on international duty. So he comes into goals. The back four is George Gittow, Harvey O'Brien, Cameron Ledwich and Michael Ferguson. The midfield is Sicklich, Steedman and Trevitt. Casey McAteer back from injury on the left, Dennis Nolan on the right, and Matthew Keogh up front. So can we keep the unbeaten season going? Let's find out as we kick off against Dundalk. So on the way here at the UCD Bowl for this game against Dundalk, the title has been sealed, but we're trying to keep the unbeaten run going and trying to close in on breaking the record for points in the league. We are on 78, as I said, and at the moment it'll be 79 because we're drawing here. The record is 87, so a couple of wins away from breaking that record. Let's hope we can get one today to help off reach that target. 6 minutes gone here, it is 0-0. Throw in here for Dundalk on the halfway line, 25 minutes gone. This is the first highlight of the game. It's been pretty poor so far from both teams, and Dundalk hit a long ball forward which Cameron Ledwich cuts out and goes back to Kiley in goals, and he picks out George Gittow, who will now bring it forward. Dennis Nolan, can he get torn to beat his man? He can. Good play from Dennis Nolan. Now a ball over the top towards Keogh, doesn't read it, Keogh, and he's nowhere near it. Dundalk on the ball again, they play it long, it goes over Harvey O'Brien and they're through. Dundalk, can they finish? They can. Oh, that was way too easy. Mistake from Harvey O'Brien, didn't read the long ball forward, and then it was just a case of one-on-one with Kiley, and he finished it quite easily in the end, and we go behind in this game. Came from this ball over the top, look at Harvey O'Brien, completely misreads it. Moylan gets through, plays through Mippo, and he slots it home past David Kiley in goals, and with 26 minutes gone, we're 1-0 down. Half-time whistle goes here at the UCD Bowl. We're 1-0 down at half-time. It's been a pretty poor first half from both teams, and the Dundalk just took their chance when we handed it to them, and they took the lead and retained it for that half. We need to really improve. We've had a lot of the ball, but just not creating enough, and we need a better performance in the second half if we're going to keep the unbeaten season going. Second half on the way here. Let's see, can we respond in this second half? A lot of changes to the team. Let's see, can these players make a difference and take the chance that's been handed them by starting this game. And we'd be happy enough to take a draw, keep the unbeaten season going, but at the moment we are struggling to create anything in this game. Coming up to 5 minutes gone off the second half, 1-0 to Dundalk. 5 minutes to go off this game, and we're still 1-0 down. We haven't had a highlight in this second half. It's been a really poor performance from us, really showing that winning the championship has taken the edge off us. We finally have a highlight here. George Gittow to take the throw down to Dennis Nolan. Can he get a cross in? He can. Freeside, who's come off the bench, is offside, so that chance comes to an end. It's actually a corner, sorry, I thought he was offside. The ball went out for a corner, so it will be Barres, another substitution to take this. Nico Jones is in there, he has come on as well. Can he do anything here? Jones at the far post, heads it straight at the keeper. Oh, great chance created there, and Nico Jones heads it straight at the keeper. And as we go into 3 minutes of added time here, it looks like it's going to be our first league defeat of the season as Tommy Lonigan comes through, and he had a great chance there. He didn't get a shot away though, and the Dundalk keeper has the ball and he'll waste time and then kick it long. Can we win the header? Jones wins the header, but Dundalk pick up the second ball and they try and come forward with the ball over the top. Moylan, he beats Kiley, and there is Dundalk's second goal of the game, and that is it now confirmed. It will be our first defeat of the season. No unbeaten season for us. It's disappointing to an extent, but again, not surprising I suppose when you make all the changes. Kiley in goals, beaten quite easily there. Would Pickernell have saved it? We'll never know. Doesn't really matter in the big scheme of things. Looks like dodgy offside call. No, he's onside. We'll say he's onside. Not too worried about it. So yeah, going to be our first defeat of the season. Doesn't rule out the chance of the record points yet. We can still do it, but as we tick down to the last few seconds, it's going to be our first defeat of the season. Thankfully, it comes after we seal the title against Derry. So in the long scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. Would have been great to go unbeaten for the season, but we rested players thinking of not having tired legs for the Champions League coming up soon again. So there it is, the first defeat of the season. Dundalk become the first team to beat us this season. So there we go, two different stories in this episode. First game we sealed the title away to Derry, and sadly in the second game our unbeaten run comes to an end. A 31 game unbeaten run in the league comes to an end with that defeat to Dundalk. But we are the champions, we are top, and we are just 10 points away from breaking the record for points in a season in the Airtricity League, and we have 5 games remaining to do it, so hopefully we can manage to do that. But that is the last league game we will do on an episode. I will catch you up on the results in between games, but in the next episode it's going to be Champions League we're focusing on, and 2 huge games for us. First of all, at home in the Aviva against Liverpool. What a tie that is to get here in Dublin and take on Liverpool, and hopefully we could pull off a massive shock. And then the second game would be away to Napoli. What a tie that is, away to one of the big teams in Serie A, and a huge chance for us to make a name for ourselves with a win in either of those games. So let's hope we can pull off a shock result, or maybe even 2. If you did enjoy today's episode, please drop it a like. It really helped the video to be seen and more people to enjoy this journey we're on with UCD. If you do want to join us, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to subscribe to the channel, and that way you won't miss any videos we post. Videos are posted Monday to Friday, 6 PM Irish time, and if you subscribe you won't miss a thing. If there's anything you want to catch up on, there is a playlist on the channel, and it does appear on the screen at the end of this video. So until the next video, when it's a Champions League doubleheader, please take it easy.